Congressman, you talked. There's been a lot of talk about drug shortages. What do you think the solution to the drug shortage problem is?
Drug shortage?
Yeah, drug shortages.
You know, the truth is, I've tried to figure that out exactly where the problems are. But I'd be willing to put some money on the table, and I bet you some type of government regulation that is causing that, and probably has to do with patents and other things. But obviously, and this whole thing about drugs, it sort of is even baffling after me trying to work it out. That if you're forced into the system, it costs you $2 for a drug. But if you're out wanting to take care of yourself and pay the bills, it might cost you $100 for the same medication. So there's too much interference. I'm sure it's related to the FDA, but it does sound very dangerous. Some of these drugs aren't patented, they don't make enough money on it, and they lose their incentive, and maybe the insurance companies, won't accept it. I don't know the exact details, but that did not happen in the old days when you didn't have the government involved.
I'll just add to that, and I did take a field trip out to the FDA the other day, and this was one of the issues that we wanted to explore. And it is multifactorial, but at the same time, there are, just as Dr. Paul points out, there are some issues that are manageable. The question is, does the FDA choose to manage them or not? And they'll certainly come down with the swift force of the federal regulatory agency if there's any question about a domestic supplier. And yet we can have a supplier in China who's poisoning our dialysis patients with bad heparin, and the FDA seems indifferent as to the investigation. Just a side observation.
Good.
Congressman Paul.